Good afternoon. You're watching the Margaret River Pro and kicking off round 2, heat 11. Two surfers battling for position. Tomas Hermes gets out of there, and still swinging is Jesse Mendes. Mendes accomplishing a couple of big carving turns on a fun-looking left. Goofy Foots love the left-hand opportunity, and he'll get out of there. So an exciting start. Tomas wanted a piece of the right. Mendes wanted the left. Hermes decides, all right, I better get out of here. The intensity of these heats at the very beginning. What was your take here, Potts?
Well, did they cross over? That's the question. Tomas gave way, didn't interfere with Jesse. And from what I saw there, didn't really cross over, Joe. So I think so far so good. I think obviously Jesse had the right of way going left. Tomas wanted to backdoor that right-hander. It's been pretty much rights all day long. So obviously Tomas Hermes thinking he's got the inside for that right-hander, but Jesse had the inside for the left-hander. It is a big situation, so you do not want to cross over. If you cross over, you are going to pretty much get an interference. And it's just been an up and down year for everyone.
Battling into this one, Jesse Mendes off the 5-1-7 for his forehand attack. Finds a right. Couple of sweeping carves. Super slopey open face, but still finding some energy. Little setup turn to line up the closeout finish. Bangs it right on the money. We'll get credit for a solid finishing move. 2 scores quickly. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, great move there from Tomas Hermes. It could have been a disastrous start for him. A non-priority interference would have meant his second scoring ride would have been cut in half, but you can see Jesse milking this one all the way through. A 5.17 on his opening ride, just need to back it up. A great finish on this occasion, right there, just jamming it in the pocket. So Jesse Mendes off to a quick start, a couple of good waves under his belt, and applying some pressure on his fellow countryman Tomas Hermes, who hasn't really got the ball rolling just yet, Joe.
Priority maneuver or not, but Jesse, it's staying as a keeper for him in a 5 range.
Thank you, Rosie, watching. Mendes swing on the right. Second turn, throwing some water. Nice transition into the finish. So Mendes looking to improve on a 3.5. Tomas Hermes still waiting to get things started.
Opening wave there for Tomas Hermes. On the flip side of the coin, Jesse Mendes with that backhand attack. A couple of nice jams in the pocket and then up through the lip there. So Jesse trying to improve on a 3.50 and increase his lead over Tomas.
Tomas ejected in time to avoid any sort of collision or any sort of interference call. Tomas up with a lot of good energy. Full wrap into the pocket. Whitewater section coming down. He'll jam a big turn right before it. Just making sure he gets that completion. Those rocks are running dry. Had a huge start on the Gold Coast. Made finals day. Got past Toledo, who's always an event favorite to win. How'd you like this first turn, Potts?
Yeah, I mean, beautiful swooping maneuver there from Tomas. Great style as well. And then mixing it up with a bit of a tail slide. So
Carmichael's van just packed with brand new surfboards, ready to compete. Brought a lot of the same equipment from Bells Beach here to Margaret River. Wrapping cutback to start for Tomas Hermes. Slips off the tail in the second move. He's down.
That was an interesting situation. We saw Jesse lose priority, hand it over to Tomas, and Tomas catching a below average wave. I mean, that was a smaller wave. It really didn't have any vertical face on it. Still very pristine.
Loving it. Jesse Mendes loving it right now. Setup turn on the backhand. Swings hard off the bottom, regathers off the lip there. End section approaching, squares up vertically. And will step off, looking to improve a 3.77 and his lead out front.
Maybe not as dynamic as the one before. Let's have a look. Opening maneuver, very, very important. So just a bit of a check turn there from Jesse. Kind of caught a rail, wiped off a lot of speed, and that turn there as well. But best turn of the wave, the last maneuver. So needing to better a 3.77, score starting to drop in now. I could be wrong. There we go, Tomas up and running. Beautiful wave here for Tomas Hermes. Slashing back into the pocket. Bangs it up through the lip of the free fall drop. So Tomas Hermes needing a 5.05. So Tomas trying to get himself back in this heat. Time is running out.
Trying to avoid his second consecutive round 2 loss. Let's take another look, Ponce.
5.05, Joe. That's what he needs. Little opening wrap. And then just a sort of a slap through the lip. It's going to run out of time, I think. I'm not really seeing a 5.05. Maybe needed one more turn. Maybe needed something bigger out the back.
A lot of Xanadu models, and now it's coming down to crunch time. Minute 15, Mendes on another option. Little sweep off the top. Ooh. He's going to get blown out the back. Incomplete there. Into the final minute. Searching for Tomas Hermes. He's going to want to get dropped off quickly.
I think he's just about to get off the ski, Joe.
And the numbers are in for Tomas Hermes. Comes in at a 4.77. Not enough. Jesse Mendes wins a tight decision to move on into round 3.